Everybody, welcome back to Mercury Farms. So I've got some news for you. I learned today over at Alien Gems Facebook, posted that, well, sad news, Alien Farms has been tested once and failed due to some texture issues with some of the buildings. But don't fret, he is quickly going to be making those changes and getting it resubmitted for testing phase round 2, we should say. So that is pretty good news, I guess. Kind of. I mean, some bad news, but some good news with it. In that they've already gotten around to testing it once. I thought it would take a little bit longer to get tested, simply because of the fact that there were so many mods pending. Big Gaming Bus Fun, Bill's Bub, and Tanya. What's up, everybody? Tweaked my track IR settings a little bit to help me look back. I gotta look back at each bale, but we'll be checking the mirror, making sure they load up good. What's everybody doing tonight? Got scheduled tonight a whole bunch of harvesting. Basically, I want to harvest as many fields as I can because it basically lets us kind of explore the map and see areas of the map we may not have seen initially. We may not normally see. Yes, 3 maps were released today. Grizzly Mountain, the new, yeah, that one, and an Alps map. They are kind of all unique in their own ways. The new Bart, well, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. But the new, let's say the new Bart map, I'll just call it that for now. That map was out in 17. I don't know if it came out in 15 or not also. But when I was looking over it earlier today, it seemed a bit familiar. So I went back and I checked my 17 playlist, and lo and behold, it did come out in 17 also. PDA looks to be pretty much exact how it was in 17. Lots of the sell points are in the same locations and everything also. Lots of big fields on that map. All right. How many loads we've got? Probably 2. Like 2 full loads of silage bales, I think. If we're gonna have time to how much time we're going to have to feed our cows. Is the next Black Rock stable? You mean Black Mountain Stables? It'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. One planned for tomorrow. It'll basically be Monday, Wednesday, Friday from here on out, with Tuesday and Thursday being map videos. Maybe a pop-up map video on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. So for example, with the 3 maps that got released today by Giants, my plan is to release them one this weekend, and then one on Tuesday, and then one on Thursday of next week. I saw someone, was it you that put the comment in? I saw somebody put a comment in. The map video about sell points. I don't know. I mean, I downloaded it from American Eagles Modding. The same version, it's up there now. And opened it up and it just worked. You know, barring the couple of the floaty objects that I found. Now the version over at FSUK has been updated slightly. It basically the things I found that were floaty were removed. They may have done a couple other enhancements also. But overall, both of the maps are pretty much the same. Now, if you've gotten it from somewhere other than one of those 2 sites, I would say get it from one of those 2 sites. The other thing would be maybe to try it with mods out of your mod folder. Maybe there's a conflict somewhere. I guess there's going to be 3 loads of silage bales. Yeah, so the general release schedule is going to be something like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Black Mountain. Tuesday, Thursday, map videos, if there's a map video to be done. Occasionally a map video on the weekend. And weekdays at noon, mod reviews, if there's a mod review to be done. So, I'm not going to guarantee that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday there will be a mod review. But if there are decent mods out there to look at, then I will try to keep to that schedule as best I can. And then, of course, on the weekend, we've got the weekend roundup of Giants that basically just profiles Giants mods, or the mods released on Giants Mod Hub. That will exclude maps, simply because maps will have their own video. And then how-to videos and things like that will just pop up as they are. One, two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more silage bales and a hay bale. I think that's what that is. That will hold us for probably as long as we're going to be on the map now, as far as cows go. Hey, Genetic J, what is up? Oh, send that bale flying. Oh my gosh, it's full and I didn't even know it. Hey, how you doing? Norway. How's the map creation going there, Genetic? They are very interesting shapes, aren't they? Seems kind of funny we're going over here just for 3 bales. Sometimes you need to take a break, get a little creative separation. Then when you get back to it, you've got rejuvenated creative energies. For anyone that wasn't in earlier at the start of the stream, I was saying that I had seen on Alien Gems Facebook that Mercury Farms here has already failed his first round of testing due to some textures on some of the buildings. He's going to be working on that and resubmitting. So that is both good and bad news. Good news in that they have already tested it. I was worried that it was going to be fairly far down the testing chain, given the fact that they had listed 260 some mods pending testing. last time the testing thread was updated. That is the good news. The bad news is, of course, it's going to take another round of testing. Alright, we're going to park this thing over here by the sheeps. As far as I'm concerned, we are done with this for a while. Let's get in this. Get in this beast. I like this little thing. What do y'all think of this little tractor? I like it. It belches out blue smoke. Oh no! Traffic. Evil traffic. Even though I'm two-wheel drive, traffic is evil. Saw that car coming. And then he hits me on the way out. What a mean old guy. So yeah, I noticed, because with the enhanced vehicle mod, you know, it shows us our fill level over there in the top right of the speedometer, and you know, the top number is liters per hour in fuel usage, and the bottom number is, you know, the amount of fuel in the tank and the maximum amount of fuel. This particular tractor only has one of those numbers, so that is diesel. Other newer tractors actually have two numbers. One is diesel and one is DEF, which is that diesel additive to cut down on the exhaust smoke. Hey Jason, what's up? While we're down here, I'll jump in that case and I'll show you. That one has two numbers down there by the fuel gauge. One is DEF and one is diesel. Whereas this little bad boy, well, she only has diesel, and that's why the smoke is either white under no load or low load and blue under higher load. Play reverse the dolly trailer. I wanted it to. No, 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 no. Car. Too much. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oh, you joker, you were set on rear the whole time. I like this one because it's got that shiny decal. Tip side what? Tip side rear. Why can't I tip side rear? Oh, you jokers. Let's go check out the case here. You'll see those numbers. The blue cap. So you see now we've got usage per hour, and we've got a blue number and a, I don't know if it's green or what that number is. Brown, I don't know. I can't tell. Newer tractors have DEF and the older ones don't. Hey, David B, what's up? I know it's easier if you hook up to the front. Well, what's the fun in that? Right? No fun in that. Let's cut the clock back down to 1x. I know we've got some fields at third stage ready to harvest. Oh, I didn't know these were in 17. They come out late in the game. 17. Up. I don't know why I turned there. No, I want to do that. So we're going to do it this way. .1 is that really the width? Let's just see. 6. 1.6, yep. Let's go empty this. What do we got? Barley. Who wants barley? What's close? Spar shop? What's the spar shop? Nope. What are we harvesting over there? We're harvesting oats. Oats. Windmill. Alright. So the windmill is way over there. Gonna play a little course play today. Mostly because I saw someone had posted a comment in the GPS, the guidance steering video. They were having problems with course play and guidance steering being in at the same time. That the game would crash after 30 minutes or something. I thought, well, let's just try it out. See what happens. So I will be doing a new video on Grizzly Mountain, because the video that I have out there right now is for a version that they released a few weeks ago on their website. That version does not have an animal dealer, hay sell point, grain sell point, or cotton and wool sell point. The version that is now on the Mod Hub do have those sell points. So I figure it's the fact that those sell points are now added to the map is merit enough to redo a video. Spawn point has changed also. Did you not use it before, Jacer? Whoops. Hey, Kyle. I don't understand. Console got all 3 maps. All 3 maps came out for all 3 platforms. Oh, well, it's only going to get better. That I can tell you, it's only going to get better. There's so much that it still doesn't do quite right. Hey, Farmer Fred, Mercury Farms is in testing for the 2nd time now, or will be soon. So it was tested and failed, but what it failed on was some textures in some of the buildings. So he's going to basically rework those and resubmit, if not already resubmitted. So it's both good and bad news. It's good news that they've worked their way through the queue to the point of testing the map. Bad news in that it's failed and needs to go back into the queue. Hey Raznik, what's up? Oh, we finally have chicken boxes. I'm gonna pause this just so I can unload. I'm gonna unpause it. Stop. Pause. Shucks. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't mean to put a wait point. I wanted to pause it. I had to fix that. Hey, Canadian Gamer, what's up? Of course, by the time we get back over there, that harvester will be full. He does indeed have a YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's just called Alien Jim. I have to turn traffic off. Traffic and course play don't mix. It's one reason why some map authors don't go for the Giants mod hub is frustration with testing. But there are a lot of PC only maps out there that are flat out broken, worse than Alpine. Alpine doesn't have complete map border collisions, it sounds like. It's kind of an interesting concept in that there's a bunch of grass fields that you can plow up and make your own fields out of. There's just a handful of actually predefined fields. Now, one of the fields is square, but when you look at the planting, it's like a completely different skewed, like trapezoid or whatever. I'm not good with geometry. And then another field is kind of odd shaped, but there's this little triangle hole in the middle. It's not planted. So I'm hoping there aren't problems with the fields. He's full. It is a customizable map, but on all three modes, game modes, you start with your starting fleet and you start with a whole bunch of buildings and animal pens. So just for fun, I went to start from scratch. I had $500,000 in the bank, which is typical. I had a whole fleet of tractors and I had a whole fleet of buildings and animal pens. and 3 farmhouses. So I sold off everything, and I had $1.5 million. And then I was starting from scratch. You don't own the farm, but you technically own all the buildings because you can sell them all. Also means you can buy animals without owning any of the buildings. Now the new the new barn mode, the map that starts with New Bart. I'm just gonna call it New Bart. That one's got a horse paddock that you can't sell. There's no way to reclaim there's no way to reclaim that land. If you don't want to do animals, you're always going to have a horse pen there. Oh, let's see here. 55 and 56. What are they? 5 is canola. 56 is sunflowers. 7 is soybeans. All right. There was, but apparently it failed. But we need to go back here and get our headers. Before we have an accident. So what I'd like to see for the Alps map, or from the Alps map in like an update, is you know, it's fine having a built-out map for new farmer mode and everything. That's cool. I mean, that's the way the game's designed. But I would like to see in Farm Manager or Start from Scratch, I'd like to see those buildings gone. And I'd like to see the starting equipment gone. But instead, you could do Farm Manager, sell the fleet, sell all the buildings, and have an additional $1 million in the bank. So you could have, what, $2.25 million in the bank. And then you would truly be starting with Farm Manager mode as it was intended. Well, that's not saying that, you know, it's wrong. The idea of start from scratch is start from scratch. Alright, so we got him running course play. Let's get this guy running guidance steering and see if that blows things up. Oops. E on E. Go a little ways. E again. X. See how that works. Yeah, you can't sell the, which building? You can't sell the horse pen on the new BART map. Up the lane and skip. Go. Seems to work great. Alright, so we sold our oats. Now he's going to be on his way back. We'll just intercept him as he drives past and redirect him over here. I think the working width is just a little bit too wide on this. What I need to do, forget what the yeah, that's not right. That's right. Lane shifts a little bit. Where is their driver? He goes way back. Oh, love me some guided steering. Oh, maps get rushed all the time. You mean rushed through Giants testing? I'm sure they did. I've coined a new phrase. The only thing that's consistent with Giants testing is inconsistency. So, for example, there supposedly is a requirement. Where's he at now? Supposedly there's a requirement that all mods be version 1.0 upon official release on the mod hub. Regardless how many revisions the map is or the mod has gone through, the first released version is supposedly 1.0. So I know a mod author who had his mod. The only reason his mod was rejected first time around is because the version was not submitted as 1.0. Okay? Yet we had a mods released, was it yesterday or the day before? The multiple cruise controls, and its version was version 19. We had, I think, some maps released today that were they were not version 1. So what happened with that? Why was his mod rejected weeks ago? Because it wasn't submitted as version 1. It was like 1.4. Yet this week mods are being released not as version 1. It's just one example. In 17, there were maps that were released. Map authors decided that they wanted to update something. Maybe they found some floaty trees. Maybe they wanted to fine-tune a trigger or something. So they fix it. They upload it to Giants. And the second upload, okay, after the revision, it gets rejected. But the reason it was rejected is not any of the changes they made to version 2. It was rejected for things that existed in version 1, which was already released. So how is that? So how can you reject a map for things that you say need fixing that already existed on the released version, right? Now, sadly, other sites that test maps, nobody's perfect. But it seems that there is an overall lack of testing methodology, and from what I understand, there's definitely a lack of testing documentation for mod authors to basically reference and say, okay, if you're going to submit a map, this is how we test it. Be sure your map works in these ways. This is how we are going to test it. Right, so the process needs to be repeatable and consistent and reliable. Instead, it seems to be somewhat subjective to personal opinion and possibly personal bias. I've heard of mods or maps getting rejected because someone said, I don't think it's clear enough to the player how to do something, or a map get rejected because hedges have collisions, and they think that that for the enjoyment the hedges shouldn't have collisions. Yet there are plenty of maps released on the mod hub that have hedges with collisions. What's up with that? So the lanes are messed up because the width on this header wasn't right when I started. What do we got? We got Canolia. Livestock market. That's a close one. Now, let's say the mod that I'm most happy to see today was the Black Sheep modding bale spike, 4 bale spike. I have to say, I hope they come out with the 4 bale stacker. Because the 4 bale spike and the 4 bale stacker are just a marriage made in heaven. Well, from what I understand in the comments, this is much more realistic to real GPS and real tractors, and that basically you set an A and a B point, and then basically and maybe the width, and I'm sure GPS knows the boundaries of your field, and then it just figures it all out from there. Set a start point. You set a B point somewhere in your run, so then it establishes a straight line. And if it knows the field boundaries and GPS coordinates, and it knows the working width of your implement, then it'll figure out the lanes all on its own. Well, there's something here. Create track, remove track, save track. I've not figured that out yet. What are we on? We're on field 55. I wonder if I went here and I did... Uh-oh. See, this is what happens when you test stuff. I just blued it up. It's blowed up, everybody. So, hint, don't do that. Alright, let's get this relaunched. Go. Oh yeah, so we know don't save a track. At least not in the version I got. Now let's figure out what do we have not done. Oh. Oh, of course. I didn't save that. That's alright. We'll just take it down here to the animal area, I think. Well, you either make mods and you keep them private, or you make mods and release them. But if you release them, you gotta acknowledge that, you know, once it's out there, it's out there. People are going to do what they want with it. Hey, Morpheus, what's up? Yeah, double OT. It's still in development. The guidance steering, so Yeah, if you're a type of a person that can't put up with things not quite working right, then courseplay, guidance, steering, those are mods you don't want to be messing with yet. Oh, and anybody want a giant nugget? Oh, sorry, you can't get it. You get too close, it goes away. Alien Jim is a jokester. What is this? Trigger here. Oh, look what we found. We just found an Easter egg. We just found you can buy boop. $709. Let's go check something out. No, that's there as a joke. Alien Jim is a jokester. He's a trickster. Maybe we should call him, what is the leprechaun? Maybe we should call him a leprechaun. Leprechaun Jim, because they're jokesters and tricksters, right? Let's go over here and sell the poo and see how much we get. There's your milk sell point, guys. It's a pretty cool looking milk dairy there. If we're going to do a lot of driving around, we're going to need a different tractor. This one's just too slow. Hey, don't you pass me. Cut you off. Brake check. Oh, man. Hey. Back over there. Should have dumped my load on him. So this is... This a poo sell point? Not a poo sell point. Look. Trigger. Let's go. This is... It was $709. Buy poo. How much is it to sell it? Here at the greenhouse. I didn't see that. I wasn't looking. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? We made ourselves a little money. Alright. We're gonna get rid of this trailer. We had fun. Had fun playing with it. Get something a little bit more substantial. Whoa! It was like chrome. Wrong one. What about ads? What are y'all talking about? Jordan, are you PC or console? If you're PC, then I just did a mod review on 2 hook-lift trucks. Came out, was it today or yesterday? This came out today. If you're console, then I don't know. Who knows? They might be in testing. There we go. 32. That's a little bit more accessible. Well, Sinnuke, it's just a matter of time. Now, it is a little frustrating, I no doubt. I can imagine how frustrating it would be. It looks like they're starting to get some stuff out. Back and let's let's do this all over again. What do you mean, did they remove the John Deere ATVs? Gator? Is it not a buyable DLC anymore? In the Giant store? It was a standalone buyable DLC for like $3.99 or something.
Barma.
Hey, what's up?
Farmall.
Alright, let's go ahead and try it again.
Oh. Stupid. Unmute. Huh.
I hear you. You don't hear me.
For some reason, my headphones are muted. If you can hear me, Farmall.
You're in the wrong channel. He can't hear me. Oh, he doesn't know he's in the wrong channel.
There we go. You there?
Hey.
Hey. How are you?
If you're looking for Farmalls, I don't know which channel he's in. I don't see him.
Oh.
In a
what
voice
are you doing?
channel. I'm streaming Mercury.
Oh, cool. Oh, you're not on the mountain one tonight. Mercury? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm on Mercury. Apparently everyone wants to watch Mercury.
But everybody's doing Mercury. But hey, you got to give them what they want, brother. At least we know that when you give it to us, it's error-free.
Oh, you didn't see it crash. Using guidance steering and I had it crash. Don't try to save a course.
That's the GPS. How's that working with the two of them? You still putting Courseplay and the guided together?
Yeah, I had them working. I had
cool.
Courseplay running a course, and then I was driving a harvester with guidance, and it was fine. Until I tried to save a track, and then it...
That'd probably be pretty handy for night harvesting. I mean, I do a lot of that. Could use it for doing silage. Is there a cart that hooks up to any of the self-propelled choppers? There isn't, is there?
Yeah.
We tried to hook one up to 2 different trailers, and we couldn't get one on there. We just had one cornfield to chop to put in some silage to start cows up. All right, well, I'm gonna find Farmall over there. You have a good stream, man.
All right. Oh, did they take him down? The gator down? So if you were on console and you bought like the season pass or whatever, then you would, I guess, have it. And of course it was part of the collector's edition. I thought they had put it as a buyable DLC a little while later. Let me check something. Oh, it's still here. There it is. That's for PC players, $2.99. Oh, for console, yeah, I don't know. There we go. Look, it's working a lot better now. Just don't save a track; it might blow up. Then maybe it's been updated and that's fixed. I don't know. I know it was available with Season Pass. They said that. What I find interesting is I really don't see too many people actually using it in play videos. It's almost like a non-item. I mean, the Gator is slow. The Mahindra is nice. It's fast. And the Gator's like, what, 20 miles an hour max? Like that you can put some grain in the back. But they're not very practical for carrying a bale around because the back is just too small. Ah, yes, that's the big scourge of multiplayer. Is the need to you know, have everything the same. And I guess on console there's no way of really sharing mods. You've got to go to the mod hub and download the mods before you try to join. Hey, Fuji Man. Yep, it's called guidance steering. That's what we're using right now. I wouldn't say it's not the FS17 equivalent, unless you're saying someone's trying to port that over. Oh. Went and messed something up. I hit the wrong button. So well. I would caution you on that might break thing. I did something. I don't know what the heck I did. Get rid of it, and we'll mess with it on the next field. Yeah. I kind of like this color. Alright, let's go see, I think, take the next field over. Yeah, let's save that one. Next field over is sunflowers, right? It's ready. Do a little sunflower harvest. Assume we need to go down this road to get to that field also. I think I'm about to fall off. Drop that. It's up here. There it is. Turned a little too soon. Alright. This, we'll do this, we'll do that. This, that. Do it. Where you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Wonders of. Alright. Take you over to the animal dealer. Sell this there. Button. R. There's a big nugget. Need to test to see if I can join multiplayer with this tire dirt mod. That'll be the last thing I need to test before I do a video on how to do it. Sunflower. Garden center. Playground. That nasty Prius again. Do a loop. Back. Now let's just hope this guy actually empty the harvester. People, get out of my way. That, Kim. Up a little bit. Serious? All right. Figure out. I have a TMR mixer over here. Get telehandler. Ooh. We're just ignoring the fact that the PTO is dragging on the ground. It's blocked. Go outdoor. God, why y'all don't like each other? Over there in a minute. Typical. Can't leave them by themselves. Get in trouble. You're not slipping. You are. Oh, you're slipping because you can't back up the hill. That's what your problem is, isn't it? That's what his problem was. Couldn't back up the hill. I was thinking these guys would not drive in the crop. Apparently, that's not always the case. Them to their devices while we go and try to mix up some cow food. Classic. Are you done? What are you doing over there? Okay, there you go. Oh. Oh no, I missed my turn. What about a quick 360? I saw the New Holland baler came out, the square baler. Give us a little bit of a choice now in square bale production. Yeah, they stay slips. Yeah. This the course play is holding the harvester. Till the karting tractor gets, you know, done. What it's doing. It says slipping instead of, yeah, whatever. Alright, so I think we got hay in here, I think, right? Hay in here. Ew. It. 1,000 liters of hay. Hey Rob, that is correct. Three maps released today. This hay. Straw, okay. Oh, Rasnik was saying they weren't in the in-game mod hub either. They're definitely on the website. What just happened? Tragedy just befell upon me. Now I saw on consoles sometimes you have to go in and basically say show new mods or show all mods or show something. I wonder if that's the same with PC on the in-game mod hub. Black Sheep Modding's 4 Balefort came out today also. Some front loader bucket. I don't know if it has just a higher capacity or what. That's one load. What's the standard bucket? I tell you, I don't use a wheel loader for much of anything. No, they're in game. The Kuhn square bale wrapper from 17 is a in-game item. Bales are awful jittery. Guess I could use that tractor over there to pull this around. This works. Shouldn't work, but it does. Bus driver. And we're going to send him home, which sends him off on the cell course. Idiot will probably drive straight into this fence. Say, dude, where do you think you're going? We have, do I own more sunflowers? Got corn, and soybean. Back. Let's go get corn, and soybeans. Hey, Dumpy, what's up? Yeah, I've got a save game all set up, ready to do a multiple harvest, multiple overloader video. Every time I try it, it blows up. Thanks. I know I referenced people's tutorials.
Hello?
In, hey, what's up? In
Not
17,
much,
so I wanted to give back a little bit.
Just been watching.
Pretty good.
Yeah. By the way, great videos on your YouTube channel.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Right, let's go over here and get these soybeans.
I've been watching your videos since they came on your Discord channel. So, yeah.
Oh, that's not a wreck. See our money roll up.
When are you doing the next month challenge? On like the January Riverview challenge?
I don't know. Play it by
You
ear.
don't know yet.
See what kind of maps come out. See what kind of strikes are fancy.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright, I gotta go because I got another call. I'll call you back later, okay?
Alright, I'll be gone in about 15.
Alright. If you're not, I'll talk to you another.
Alright. Oh, you want me to
Bye.
crash, do you? Nobody wants a logging challenge. I think Rob wants a logging challenge. Must have not have seen him sell the sunflowers. Oh well. A logging challenge where no Scorpion King, no auto load trailers, no field flipping. That's right. You can set a potato harvester off on Courseplay and a potato cart off on Courseplay, and then just go do something else. So you can seriously crank through some contracts in single player that way. Animals. Alright, let's do some couple more loads of mixed rations. Corn. Is ship corn down to our Piggly Wigglies. Technically need oats for our horses. Oh my gosh, the crane truck. Are you crazy? The only, I'll use that crane truck. I got a mod review coming out on a version of that I'll use. But it's auto load. I suppose if you have joysticks, the crane truck is probably easier to use. Maybe it's easy to use on a controller. On a mouse, I get lost. Is it a left click? Is it right click? Is it a center button? Is it left and right click? What's up, down, left, right? It's less than perfect. It probably works better for somebody that's got dual joysticks, because there's probably still multiple axes that a single joystick wouldn't work with. This particular bale fork will do 3. Might do 4. Take a look at it. What happened there? Yeah, so if you had like a second joystick, then that would probably be easier. Let's see. Blizzard forks from Black Sheep Modding will do 4. I think this one's designed for 3. No, I can do 4. Yeah. Like my weekend roundup video where I use this fork. Bottom bale will settle. See, it kind of settles on the spikes. Which then leaves the second and third bale kind of just floaty. Then the top bale is held on by that top grab. I think if the bottom bale didn't settle so much, these would be a lot better. But compared to the lizard forks, I'd say I like the lizard forks better. Hey, R. Bauer, what's up? Just about done for the night. Feeding a little power food to our cows as we wait for our harvester to fill up on soybeans. I wonder if there's a keystroke to turn off those lines. There we go. Let's switch sides. So we kind of get the right tire pattern now on the ground. So I've got those Nokian tires, and we're not getting the, I guess the herringbone pattern that you typically see with a tractor tread. That's new for 19. '17, you see, you always got the same tractor tread, tire tread. 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright, we should be able to empty him. He's down here. Next time. Oh no. No. This will be our last load of TMR for now. Empty that harvester and then I'll call it an evening. I think. What? Alright, we caught it. And if we stream the map again, next time we'll be working on the corn for the Piggly Wigglies. Guys, I want to thank you for coming out and watching tonight. I don't know if we're going to be doing any more live streams for the rest of the week or the weekend. Just have to play it by ear. If not, we'll be back next Tuesday. We got another episode of Black Mountain, Montana coming out, or Black Mountain Stables coming out tomorrow. The Black Mountain, Montana map. Might be a surprise map video this weekend. That's about it. Till next time, happy farming.